I'll be like, there she goes. And I'm like, she's right there. And he's like, who are you talking about? Hey, watch us on YouTube, listen on Spotify, and follow us on all social media.
Overall, listen to our podcast and don't forget to subscribe.
Now let's get back to the podcast.
Sincerely, Bestie.
Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Sincerely Bestie. I'm Krystal.
And I'm Nancy.
Today we're going to be reading Reddit stories. We haven't done one of these in a while, so I'm kind of excited.
I know, huh?
Yeah. But before we do that, we're just going to catch up a little bit just because I feel like Nancy and I haven't seen each other in a while. Yeah. But how was your Easter? That's how long it's been.
Well, I originally didn't do anything on Easter.
Okay.
I waited a week after
To celebrate it?
And then we just did like an Easter egg hunt on my sister's, and then us adults did like wine and cheese, like a charcuterie board type of stuff, but that was it.
Oh, that's fine. Weren't you guys going to do like a glow in the dark or something like that?
We were going to do a glow in the dark, but it wasn't even dark by the time we did it. And then like I didn't get the glow sticks for the eggs, and I was the only one that did the eggs because everybody worked. We did it on a Friday. Everybody was at work that day.
You were off.
So I was off, and I was like, that's fine. I'll just do it all.
So lucky.
It's okay. Yeah, so I had to run around. I had to go find eggs because originally we had like a bag, like a trash bag full of empty eggs. But then when my parents, when they like cleaned out their garage, my mom threw it away. So I had to go on the hunt to go find an Easter egg.
Oh, I would have been so sad.
Yeah. Thankfully, one of the Walmarts had it, but then I was like, went to Target later, and I was like, I should have just gone at Target. It was like cheaper. It was 30 cents.
Really?
Yeah, compared to Walmart, it was like 49 cents.
I'm surprised there was stuff left over.
I know, me
usually
too.
It's all gone by like the next day. So that was nice.
Yeah, so I did that for the candies, but I think it rained the day that we did it, but I was like, you know what? You guys are still going to do this Easter egg hunt. Like, I didn't waste all that time filling these eggs up just for you guys to not do it. But there was about like 450 eggs.
Dang, you guys did a lot of eggs.
Yeah.
Wow. I mean, there's a lot of kids, so I understand.
There's like, what, 6 kids? Yeah, 6 kids.
Wow.
Yeah.
Have you guys ever done like indoor Easter? No? Yeah, that's not fun.
It's not? You've done it?
Yeah, I've done it. And then I did it for my siblings too.
Oh, yeah. How was that?
It was good. Cheng and I surprised them with that.
It's in her vlog, by the way, if you guys never watched it.
Go check out my YouTube channel.
It was cute, though.
Yeah, it was cute. I surprised him with Easter baskets, and then Cheng surprised him with like an Easter hunt. He was like, you think 40 eggs is enough?
No.
And I was like, do you not know how old they are?
Yeah.
I was like, if it was one kid, okay, 40 eggs. Okay. 1 or 2 kids. I'm like, there's 4 of them, and like, what if one finds 8 and there's 2 left? No one else gets anything. Like, that's not fair.
That is true.
Yeah, so I think he only got like 96 eggs. But they found it so fast, so.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so he put candy and he put money in them.
Yeah, I saw he put money in there. At least you guys put money in.
Mm.
My niece had asked me, because she had to help me put some candy in some of the eggs that they brought. And then she was like, are you going to put money in it? Did you put money in it? And I was like, no, we're not putting money in it this year. I don't want any kids getting mad or getting upset that there's no money. So I was like, no, you guys just get candy. I'm sorry.
You're good. We're all good.
Yeah. And plus it was just me. I'm like, that's like at least almost $40 of cash I'm gonna have to stick in the eggs and everything.
No, it's okay.
So I was like, it's okay. You guys are fine. You guys are just doing it for the egg hunt. It's okay.
Did you do anything else?
No, I think that was it for Easter. Yes, but lately I've just been home. The weather's been nice, so we've been trying to go outside, go on our walks, but I haven't really done anything much. Being an introvert side of me kicking in. Yeah. What about you?
It was my cousin's birthday.
Oh yes.
Yeah, so we celebrated that. Her parents came and surprised her, so she was so cute. She was so surprised. Yeah. So we surprised her. We hung out, had cake, and then just hung out. And then the next day they went home. So it was nice. Some family time. Oh my god, I can't speak today. Family time. So,
how old was she turning? 20?
19.
Oh my gosh.
She's still baby. Yeah, she's got a long way to go. Other than that, I don't think I did much.
I know. I feel like I haven't really been doing much. I've just been like chilling at home. Just hanging around. I did watch a Thai drama.
Okay.
And I think I watched it within maybe a week.
A week?
Maybe less than a week. How many
episodes were there?
16.
Oh, dang, girl.
I was like hella watching it though.
Was it good? Is that why?
It was good. Because I noticed like with Thai dramas, Thai series, I like to watch it like the back in the days when they're all dressed up.
Oh,
Whereas like when they're in normal clothes, I'm like, But then like with Korean dramas, I like it when they're normal clothes.
Yeah.
Like it's a hit or miss when they're like in their, traditional clothes. Yeah. I like binge watched it.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I know. I told you the other week that Chang and I have been watching Queen of Tears. Have you been watching it?
No, I haven't started.
Can't with you.
I don't know. I just can't. I don't know why. I'm just like, it's okay. I'll get to it.
Yeah, it's okay. Wait till it comes all the way out.
Yeah.
Or else you're going to be like me and Chang. Or
waiting.
Waiting every Saturday and Sunday. I'm like, God, I can't.
How many episodes are out right now?
There's 16, but like they said since it's so popular, they're going to do like an additional 2 episodes. Oh. Yeah, but they just don't know who's going to be in those additional episodes. So, yeah. But that's okay. I'm still watching. So
yeah.
But it's been good. It's been crazy. I haven't seen it. I haven't seen like a Korean drama like this in forever, where I feel like the couple, like the chemistry is just so like well done. Good. Yeah. So it's nice.
It'll be different. I'll have to watch it. I know I asked your sister too. I was like, "Are you watching it with them? Are you watching it with Krystal and Chang?" She was like, "No, I'm not." I was like, nope. Oh, "Okay."
I hate watching dramas with her.
Why?
Because like she's never in the mood to watch it. So we have to wait for her until she's like in the mood to watch it.
So she just kind of watches her own thing then.
Yeah. So now we stop watching with her because it would take us forever to finish her drama. So after that, I'm like, I'm not watching them with you anymore. If you want to watch them, you can watch them.
Yeah, it's okay. Do you guys tend to watch the same dramas?
When she first moved up here with me, we did. We watched a lot of Korean dramas together. But then after my other sister moved in, they watch their own kind of stuff now too. So yeah, they like to watch cartoons and they like rewatching movies, and I'm not a big fan of that. So
girl, I'm rewatching Boys Before Flowers.
I can't with you. My aunt too.
I started it yesterday and then I was watching a bit of it today and I'm like, do I really want to rewatch this though? Like, do I really want to?
I can't. I just want to remember the feeling I had when I'm watching it, but when I watch it again, I'm like, ew, like cringe.
It's cringe. Yeah, that's why I'm like, I don't know if I can watch it. It's so cringy. It's a cute drama though, but still.
It's a good drama. It's just not what I would watch today.
It was like in like what, the 2000s is when it came out?
Like 2012 around there, or probably no, like 2010, huh?
Yeah, I don't even remember. It was a little older.
It's been a minute.
But yeah.
Okay.
Into our topic, we're reading Reddit stories today. So, do you want to do yours first, or you want me to just do mine?
It don't matter. You can go first.
Okay. So this one says, my boyfriend doesn't think my body is attractive. I would be so mad. That's the thing.
I would be so sad.
I would be so sad. Like, so what are you attracted to only, Like, I guess we'll see. It says, my boyfriend, male 33, recently expressed to me, female 25, that he thinks I'm too skinny. He said I should gain some weight and that I don't eat enough. For context, I myself have always wanted to gain weight. I just find it hard. He said attraction is important and that skinny isn't as attractive to him. He says I would look and feel healthier if I were 20 pounds heavier. While I don't totally disagree, as I am quite thin, I'm in no way anorexic looking. I'm just underweight based off the standard for my age and height. I've always hated being thin my entire life and would love to be 10 to 20 pounds heavier. Coming from your boyfriend, though, is really hard to hear. He's made comments before and pointed out to me that I'm bony or tried to tell me what to eat. He's painted this picture of me as this girl who is unhealthy, and I guess I don't see that in myself. I've never tried to be thin. I don't restrict myself. I just don't eat enough with my metabolism. Anyways, now that I know he isn't really as attracted to my body type, and I know how he sees me, it's been really hard for me to, I cannot see, have any confidence around him. Not to mention want to have sex with him. We've had several fights over this. I've told him that I would love to gain weight and always have, but I don't think he gets how hard it is for me to gain weight. I know he could help, but I also feel so unattractive in the meantime and have no desire to be naked around him. I can try to gain weight, but that won't happen overnight. Until then, if I do gain weight, I just don't know how to act around him and not feel insecure, resentful, and want to be intimate. I'm just feeling really sad and insecure now, I guess. Context. I am considered underweight BMI. I'm 5'7" and 108 pounds. It's recommended to be 125 plus, so I know I should gain some weight to be healthier. I never have considered my calories, how much fat, proteins, carbs I eat. I'm starting to realize I could improve in a lot of ways. He also has spent time trying to make me a meal plan and offered to work out with me and meal prep. I guess I just haven't taken it seriously, as my knee-jerk reaction was to get defensive. On his end, he knows how he can help, and I'm not accepting it. Any advice would be appreciated. I'm trying to see this from all sides. First comment says, well, there's a bunch of people who would find you attractive, so you have to weigh your options. Another one said, you stated that you do in fact fall into the category for underweight by BMI. As someone who was at that category as well and did gain weight on purpose, I also heard I should gain weight by many people around me, and I was quite annoyed with them. After looking into what I eat, though, I realized that I ate poorly, not enough protein, not enough calories, and that I was actually really thin despite not trying to be. People around me tried to make me see it, but voiced it poorly, so I was defensive in their criticism. I feel like that's kind of hard. Because, like, I get where, like, the boyfriend's coming from, because he's seen it, as, oh, you're a little too underweight, like, he seems, in a way, concerned, but at the same time, she knows her body the best, Yeah. So, I mean, I would kind of feel like, well, why is he judging me in the way, If I'm not anorexic, like, why is he judging me so much?
No, for sure. I
kind of see where both is.
Yeah.
But, like, definitely talk to him about how you're feeling.
Yeah, for sure. That's what I would say, too, is to have a conversation and just tell him, like, you are struggling with this and he's not helping by name-calling you and, making those kind of comments that are hurting your feelings when you're going through this. It's just difficult because it's something that you struggle with as well. But I would say, don't do it for him. Do it for yourself. You want to take care of yourself for you. And then I think that will help with your insecurities and it will make you feel more secure in yourself. And then, like, if you do start getting heavier or if not, maybe that will help you. And maybe it'll help you decide if you want to be with him or not. Because it's always going to be a battle with your weight. Even, like, with me, it's hard for me to lose weight. I have the opposite problem, right? And it's just like a journey going through all of it. You're going to have your ups and downs, but you need his support through this. If he wants you to change or if he wants to see that change with you, then he has to support you fully and not say those kind of things because that's just going to put you back or make you not want to do it.
Yep.
But that's what I would say.
That's a little,
Yeah. Because I know he's trying to, help you, and it sounds like he is with, like, the meal preps and all of that. But it's the words that he's saying, and it's just coming off rude.
Yeah, it's like they can help with so much, but at the same time, it really is yourself. Like, it's really you. Like, they could say all these things, but then at the same time, it doesn't help. Like you said, he calls you names and all these other stuff. It's just going to put you down and make you, like, be very insecure again. I say just talk about it. Definitely express to him how you feel about it all.
Yeah, or just go see a professional. Maybe they could help you with your health issues. See if they could give you actual meal plans that you could try out and see if they work or not. But it's just finding what's good for you because that's what's hard. Because I could, like, for me, I try to eat salads. I can only do it for 2 weeks, and then after that, I'm like, okay, I can't. So now it's just me trying to figure out maybe I'm not going to eat salads all the time, but I'm just going to eat smaller portions and maybe have bigger portions of vegetables, just so I have those greens with me and then I can still eat what I want to. It's just finding that balance of what's good for you and what you're okay doing.
Or, like, reaching out to, like, a health coach or even your doctor, because she did say that her metabolism, because sometimes I know that, like, that does affect you with gaining weight if your metabolism is, like, so high.
Yeah.
But I mean, I said, like, reach out to a health doctor or a health coach, whatever, just to kind of see how they can help you with that. That sucks, though. I mean, I wouldn't want to feel insecure, especially like in bed.
Oh yeah.
With my significant other, when like that's all you could think about is him being like, "Oh, you're too thin, this and that." No.
I would be so upset.
I know.
Shane would hurt my feelings if he ever said anything like that. You're too chunky. I'm like,
He's like, thanks.
Yeah. So this one's caption is, I, 28 male, broke up with my partner, 26 female, a few years ago. I'm very close with her parents, but recently learned she is now getting married, and she asked, can I not contact them anymore? Me and my ex-partner dated a few years back, and while we never worked out, largely due to just wanting different things, we split and do not talk sometimes but we aren't friends. While we were dating, her parents became very close to me. Over the years, I've constantly been around for them, help them move, often go for drinks or auctions with my ex's dad, and sometimes dinner with her mom. As I drive, I was often the person that took my ex's mom and dad to hospital appointments while he was off work from a severe spinal injury. Even stayed over to help cook and clean during that time, as my ex was studying in Malaysia at the time and could not make it back home due to the COVID travel restrictions. UK based, and it was very different at the time. They essentially treated me like family, and I treat them the same. We have a lot of similar hobbies, cycling and triathlons. I compete, but they tend to just support it and join in while I train, as they are. And both huge on cycling. When I vanish for a few days off apps or anything else, they usually call or knock on my apartment and check to see if I'm okay. They genuinely do care for me, and I do the same back. As I didn't grow up with much of a caring family, it's something that means a great deal to me. They even had a second Christmas dinner on Boxing Day recently just so they can invite me separate to my ex, as we don't get along very well, and it's often awkward, as you'd imagine. It's something to me that has become separate from my ex-partner, and I moved on, and she has from me. We're both happier apart. I've had other partners since with my ex's parents, even asking, showing support, and giving them advice regarding it. I understand how it could sound one-sided when I bring up my family life as well as only hearing my side of this, but they genuinely become like a family to me. Recently, my ex-partner came to visit me to tell me she's getting married and if I'd stop contact with her parents, as she doesn't want it to be awkward with her new partner. As her parents don't seem to take much interest in him as they did with me, as much as I'd wish best for her, it's truly left me heartbroken, and she wanted to cut off contact with people that I love as family and I feel loved by. I explained this isn't easy cutting them out of my life, which has just caused an argument, and she left. I'm really lost on what to do here and feel the situation is being placed on me entirely. If someone has advice, I genuinely appreciate it. This is like the edit update. I read a lot of comments throughout the day, and getting a third-party opinion on the matter has been very helpful for me, and I'm extremely grateful to hear other people's advice. One comment that stuck out to me is that she may have approached me first instead of giving her parents an ultimatum, as I chose not to contact her parents regarding her visiting in case this was what's happened, as it would likely cause issues for her and them. That's not something I want for anyone. I messaged her at dinner time that I think she's right, and while it's very difficult for me to cut off contact, I will let her parents know that I've learned she's getting married, and it may be better for me to distance myself a little so she and her soon-to-be husband have a chance to be part of the family. So that me being the picture would likely make this difficult. She replied about an hour ago and agreed with me that this is the best way to approach this, as she does understand that her parents are close with me.
I mean, I would also be like, it's weird.
It is weird.
Because like when you're getting the parents involved, then I'm like, then the parents are always gonna be like, oh, like maybe you should get back with your ex, know, this and that. Like they're so good, and they have their opinion, their good opinion about, the ex and everything.
Yeah.
So I feel like is it a male? He made the right decision to like cut contacts, but just kind of like,
step back a little bit. Yeah.
Especially because his ex-girlfriend's getting married. Mm-hmm. Like I find that like really hard. I don't even know why you would stick around though, but I feel like it's weird. Like I understand you build a relationship with the family and everything, but I feel like once you end everything with that ex-partner, then it's kind of like you should kind of let everybody else go. Mm-hmm. It's just.
Did your ex's parents love you? Like, Were they insane about you?
Girl, no, they didn't even agree with our relationship.
Whoops.
They didn't even agree with it. So it was okay.
Oh, okay.
They were, I feel like my ex's mom was kind of like, I don't want you guys to be together the entire relationship. Oh, and then I felt like his dad was kind of like, well, it is your decision, but, you know, I don't think it's right, but I'm not going to say or do anything.
Yeah, I see.
So I was ready, like, okay, cut off.
Yeah, like, this makes it easier.
Yeah. Because even when I saw his parents, I think we saw his parents at my aunt's wedding.
Yeah.
And, you know, like, I'm married and I had a kid. And I was just like, this is kind of weird.
Yeah.
Like, no. That's why I'm like, I don't know. Like, for me, I feel like it would be weird to keep that type of relationship with your partner's parents. No. Your ex-partners.
Yeah. Because my grandma always told me, she was like, don't ever, like, go over there and do things at their house. You know, like, don't. I mean, you could go and visit and all that, but, like, don't go and cook for them. Don't go do their dishes or clean their house for them. Those kind of expectations. And then don't, like, make these relationships with them either, like, where you're, like, super, super close.
Yeah.
Because you never know, it might not work out. Because then it just makes it awkward.
Yeah.
You know, and, like, it's always that thing where, like, oh, wow, like, she wants to be in the family so bad. You know, it's this kind of stuff. And also, like, when you have these fights, it's just so hard to break up because there's so many people that you're connected to. And it makes it harder for you to break up when you know that you two are not meant to be together, but you stay for the relationships you have with their families, right? And I mean, that's the biggest struggle, like, for me and Cheng too, because, like, we struggled with that because we love each other so much and we want to be together, but we have these disagreements, you know. And then you think about, oh my gosh, like, if we don't end up together, what is my family gonna do? You know, like, they love Cheng, they treat him like he's basically their son, you know. And my brother, he's in love with my husband too. So, like, it's just like, what do? You know, it's not just your heart that's breaking, it's gonna be their heart that's breaking too. But, you know, I say that, but that's what Cheng did. He still loved them completely, even though we weren't going to get married and all. I mean, even though he didn't know if we were going to get married or not. But it's just hard for sure.
It is. It's hard. It's really tricky. Because, like, I know, like, with one of our coworker, with her ex-boyfriend, I remember saying she was really close to his mom. She was close to his sisters. And, like, even after they broke up, like, she would go over and I think she said she would visit the mom. But I remember her saying, like, she would take the sisters out because they were still young and she used to take them out places. And I don't remember what exactly happened, but she stopped. Yeah. Stopped it.
No, you just have to. One day you just have to. Because you have to continue your lives and it's just going to make it harder for your sibling or son, daughter.
Especially if you have, like their parents are the type to be like, oh, yeah, like, they have this new boyfriend or girlfriend and this and that about them, then you're just kind of like, this is awkward.
Yeah, and I would rather not know.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to know.
If we're over, I don't want to know anymore.
Like, if I want to know, I'll go snooping. But otherwise, no, I don't want to hear about it.
Yeah, because, like, even my poor brother, his ex-girlfriend's grandma, she still comments on his stuff. Aww. Like, on his Facebook stuff. Like, he'll post a photo of him, like, drinking or something, and she'll comment. She's like, why didn't you invite me? Oh. And I'm like, bruh. I text him, like, your mother-in-law's calling you.
Oh, gosh.
But, yeah, no. But, yeah, I think he did the right decision of, like, kind of taking a step back, giving the new son-in-law some time to fit in and find his place in the family as well, because that's only fair to him as well. He hasn't done anything. So
all right, so this next one says, I have a friend who smells like horrible and I don't know how to tell her that she smells bad and needs to work on her hygiene. I'm like, you call yourself a friend though? But we'll see. We will see. We'll get into the story. It says, I have this friend who I really get along with, and I really enjoy her company when talking to her online. But it's very hard for me to enjoy her company in person because she smells bad, and she doesn't seem to take care of herself. Even my husband, my family, and my other friends tell me that she smells horrible. I don't know how to tell her that she smells bad and that she needs to work on her hygiene. I would really appreciate it if someone here gives me good advice because I want to be honest without hurting her feelings. Every time she is around people, they can immediately smell her. Oh, that's so hard. Okay. So the one comment says, if we don't have our closest people to tell us what we need to hear, we have nobody. Tell her, just be kind and gentle in approach. Assured to them that you're doing it out of love. No, it's true. Like how that comment said. Mm-hmm. I mean, like, you're a friend. Yeah. I would think you're comfortable enough to tell me, like, hey, you know, you're a little... How would you say it? Like, oh, you stink? No, I would just be like...
you on the fishier side.
I mean, like, yeah, and I'm like, but I feel like if you're friends, you can, like, just tell each other that kind of thing, but, like, in a nice way, and they would understand. Like, I feel like in a way it comes out as, like, them showing that they care for you, because they don't want people to be like, oh, you stink. You know, you rather have your friend be telling you that rather than some stranger.
No, I think you should tell your friend. Because you don't want people to think you smell, too. Because if you guys are hanging out, going out together, they're gonna be like, yeah, we're not gonna bite these two, they smell bad. Yeah. So just have a conversation with her and just be like, hey, so like, I went to the gym, I took a shower, blah blah. So what do you do to keep up with your hygiene, girl?
Girl, that's like you being around the bush though.
Yeah, I'm like, what do you do to keep clean? I want to know. And then she'll tell you like, you should try this shampoo and all this. And if she still doesn't get the hint, then just be like, hey.
Then you're gonna have to straight up tell her.
Yeah, like. This is coming from love. Like, I love you and I want you to know, and I'm your friend, so that's why I'm telling you this. But I would need to work on our hygiene a little bit more.
Oh, freaking Robert.
With you or?
Okay, so like I wanted to try new deodorant, so I switched my deodorant. I usually use Dove. Yeah. And I switched to the Native, and then Robert usually uses, I don't remember what brand he used, but he's bought one that was like a natural type of deodorant. Okay. Every time I put that Native one, not saying that it's bad, maybe it was the one that I grabbed. Okay. Or the scent. But it didn't work for me because I always felt like I smelled funny. Okay. And I was just always like, Robert, I feel like I stink. And then I started noticing it with him too. And I'm like, Robert, have you put deodorant on? He's like, yeah, like I put that deodorant on. I'm like, yeah. I think it's just too... what is it, natural for our odor. Oh, okay. That it wasn't working well. And I would tell him like, dude, like, why do you smell? Like, did you not put deodorant on today? He'd be like, no, I did. Like, I put deodorant on. So finally I had to go buy him a new deodorant because I was like, I can't, like, I'm sorry, like, you stink. Like, you know, like, I don't, you know how it is, like, when you're married, like, how, I remember, like, how you were saying, your grandma was saying, like, you want your man, when you guys go out, you want your man to look and, smell presentable. Good. Yeah, yes. Be presentable. So I tell him, I'm like, yeah, like, I don't want you to stink. Yeah. You know, like, I don't want you to be going out and you smell, and then people are like, oh, you stink. Like, did you put deodorant on? Which he does. Yeah. But it was just, that deodorant was just a little too natural. Oh, I see. Natural for him. So we ended up switching our deodorant back. But it was just weird because I'd be like, dude, like, why is your odor so strong? Like, what is going on? Yeah. Like, and I'll be like, when did you last shower? And he'd be like, I showered yesterday. And I'm, that's so weird. And then slowly figured out it was the deodorant. It was the deodorant, huh? It was the deodorant.
Yeah, no, Chang grew up, like, not wearing deodorant.
I can't.
Yeah. And I was like, how did
I don't get it.
You didn't smell yourself? Like, you never wondered what people were putting underneath their armpits? Or, like, how do you not put deodorant on? He's like, I just don't smell. I'm like,
that's so crazy though.
Okay, I'm like, you don't really know that though. And I'm like, and I'd rather you put deodorant on.
Just in case. Smell.
Yeah, because you never know when you're going to be real stinky one day.
Did you smell him in his prime?
No, I don't think so. He wore a lot of cologne.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so it covered everything up. That's why.
Mm-hmm. I'm glad. No, because it would have been bad if he put cologne on and was smelling. That would have been a different scent.
No. Well, he's a neat, clean person.
Yeah, what about PE though? PE class.
I don't know what he'd be doing PE. I don't know if he's not.
I'm kind of curious about that.
Yeah, spray the Axe cologne.
I guess. He's still a pretty boy, so I don't know what he did in PE, honestly.
Because you're gonna have to ask him.
I know.
I'm curious now.
Ew. Okay, so this one is, my friend is cheating on her spouse. So my friend, not a close one, is cheating on her husband, and their marriage is totally fine, she says. I've told my husband everything she's told me, and I've even distanced myself. Told her I don't want to know anymore, and she respectfully fully understood. Then she said she'd end things with the guy and tell her husband. But 2 months later, I run into her and she tells me she's still having the affair and is in love. I don't really know her spouse, only seen him 2 times, but I want him to know
anonymously.
Thank you, Nancy. Because she's the type to deny everything and say I'm a liar just to save herself. Should I just butt out? How can I bring this up to her spouse?
Ooh. You know, I think we've actually discussed this
a little bit of it. Yeah.
Like, I think we discussed it here or we had discussed it at work.
I think a little bit of both.
Yeah.
Because I remember we did it on the cheating episode.
Oh, yeah. There you
we
go.
talked about it. But if it's like, but I think you answered it too, though, right? You said if you're not close to her, that you wouldn't tell her.
I think so.
Yeah.
I mean, it just depends how close you are. And how it's hard because some people, they may take it the wrong way when you're telling them. Or like you have the people that are like, okay, well, like, thank you for letting me know. And then, you know, then they handle it. I mean, it just really depends on the person and the friend.
It's hard because we have a coworker at work and she says that her sister's boyfriend or whatever, or her friend's friend, her man works with us as well, but he hangs out with a girl at our workplace a lot, right? And she's had people come up to her and be like, hey, like, I think they're like, you know, doing stuff. They are hanging outside of work. They're going to the gym together and at like 4 o'clock in the morning and stuff like that. She's like, I don't know what to do. Like, do I tell my friend or do I not tell her?
Yeah.
And but she was just like, I don't know how to tell her. But she's like, but I need proof first before I tell her.
Yes, definitely.
Because I can't just go up to her and be like, hey, like, this is happening behind doors, you know? She's like, if I've seen it myself, I'll say something, but if not. But then I think about it and I'm like, okay, but if Nancy was cheating on Robert, would I tell Robert?
That's hard.
Yeah. Like, would you tell Chang if I was cheating on him?
Yeah, girl, because I'm close with you. So I know, like, I know you wouldn't, like, take it as, like, why are you butting into my relationship type of thing.
Yeah.
You would be more of, like, oh, like, oh, dang type of shit, you know?
Yeah, like, dang, Nancy, you don't got my back?
Yeah, like that. That's why I say, I think it just depends on the friend, like, depending on your guys' relationship, too. Like, are you guys comfortable enough to be, like, telling each other significant other and then not get butthurt about it? Or if it's more of like a, hey, I'm gonna just warn you this many times, and if you don't do it, then, you know, don't be surprised. No,
it's just hard. But like hard. She said, she had to distance herself because I would too.
I would too.
Because if you could do that to someone you say that you love, like, obviously you're not gonna be a good friend to me either.
Yeah.
If you're doing those kind of sneaky stuff.
But then it also makes you think, like, well, if you're capable of doing that to your man, you're probably capable of talking shit about me behind my back too, type of thing. So I'm like, ugh. But yeah, it's the right thing for backing away from the relationship.
But would you tell him if you've only met him twice?
I would warn her so many times till I would do it. Maybe.
It's so hard.
It's hard because
I don't want to play detective. You know, like, I don't want to go find proof and follow her and be like.
Yeah.
Know?
But then you don't want to butt in too.
Yeah,
that's the thing.
That's hard.
Like, you don't want to butt in, and then, like, at the same time you don't really want to ruin relationships, but then you feel like it's the right thing to do.
Yeah. No, I feel like if deep inside you feel like you have to tell him, I would say tell him.
Yeah.
You know, like, if it's bothering you, then for sure tell him. But, like, if, you know, you never see them and, you know, you don't think about them very often, then he's gonna find out regardless. Whether it comes from you or someone else. Yep.
That's true. Okay. So this one says, my boyfriend is seeing some incredibly weird shit in his sleep. Does that ever happen with you?
Not very often. Usually I'm the one sleep talking.
Do you, like, respond back?
Sometimes I do.
Do I do all the time?
You do?
Robert's saying something. I'm like,
what does he say?
Huh? I'll be like, what?
I hate
what is he? I'm pretty sure he does it back to me too. It's so funny because I'll be like, so do you remember what you said last night? I'm like, no. And I'm like, oh, well, you were sleep talking and I said this back to
you. No, it's usually me. Cheng hates it.
Yeah.
I'll be like, there she goes. Who? I'm like, she's right there. And he's like, who are you talking about?
Girl, you are hella scaring him.
Or he'll like slap my face. He's like, "Hey, wake up! you need to get out of that right now. Snap back to reality."
Oh gosh, he probably hella scared sometimes.
And then he'll ask me in the morning too. He's like, "Do you remember what happened last night?" I'm like, no. He's like, "You were talking about somebody. Who was she?" I was like, "What?" He was like, "I was scared. You were saying something or what?"
Oh gosh. Alright, so this one says, "Hi all, I'm 23 male. I've been with my 22 male boyfriend, Zach, since August. We're really close. I think I honestly love him. But something weird has been happening. He talks in his sleep sometimes, and I've known for a while that he has some really intense and almost nightmare-like dreams. He makes noises and twitches and turns, breathes really hard, and sweats a lot. Sometimes he seems to be crying, sometimes he's full words, and occasionally sentence fragment. Usually it wakes me up. I just comfort him quietly. Sometimes it seems to help. Honestly, I've been used to it for a while now, but I always felt that he has to go through this. I've been able to parse his speech several times. It usually sounds like, effing do it, unalive me, do it, unalive me, pull the trigger, pull me to death, or I deserve it. I'm a piece of crap. I'm evil. I deserve death. I deserve to unalive myself. It's almost always something along those lines. That's weird enough, but I really try not to judge him. I've asked him about it before if he wants to talk about it. He always says he doesn't remember any specific about his dreams. About 2 weeks ago, I thought I heard him say, "I'm a pedophile," in his sleep. I thought to myself, that can't be right. Then I heard it again Sunday night, "I'm a pedophile, scum of the earth." I legit did not know what to think. So I chalked it up in a random dream nonsense. But last night, I pretty clearly heard him say, "Just do it, just effing unalive me. I'm a effing pedophile. I deserve to unalive myself." Please try to bear with me. I don't know what to think about this. Part of me feels like it's stupid to try to read too much into what someone says in their sleep. Like, that's legit a joke to be like, it's true because you said it in your dreams. In your sleep. I have no idea how to tell my boyfriend that that's what he said. I actually recorded him saying the last couple sentences last night because it just felt so surreal. I don't even know why I did that, and I feel really bad that I did it. I don't want Zach to feel like I invaded his privacy or that I'm going to use it against him. How do I even talk to him about this? Do I say, "You said you're a pedo in your sleep"? Should I ever tell him that I recorded him saying it? Should I just not read much into this and forget about it? Should I tell him he needs to see a doctor, but not tell him exactly why? I really hope you guys will believe me. I know it sounds crazy, but I legit am posting on Reddit anonymously here because I cannot possibly talk to anyone I know in real life about this. Okay, so this one says, "He needs a sleep study. My nephew would scream about spiders and aliens and once appear next to my bed, eyes wide open, screaming, 'I unalive them.' None of it was real. He never remembered a thing. It was partly due to apnea, and he's perfectly fine now. He needs a sleep study." Someone said, "Can you suggest that he talks to a therapist? Maybe you could say that he's been thrashing around at night and you're worried perhaps he is upset about something." I agree with that first one. That first comment. Definitely get a sleep study, because if he's not remembering too, because I feel like most of the time you don't really remember your dreams.
Yeah.
If you do, you're lucky. But definitely, yeah, get a sleep study to see what's going on. But then I don't feel like in a way it's invading his privacy to show him these clips and videos of what he's saying. I feel like it's just like, hey, this is what you're saying. I know you don't remember. I just kind of, want to let you know, like, this is what you're saying in your sleep. And it's starting to kind of get out of hand. Like, it's not normal.
No, because those are some pretty serious
stuff.
That he's saying at night. Because me, I've been listening to a lot of scary podcasts lately.
Oh gosh,
yeah, a lot of serial killers and random, like, all of that kind of stuff. So, like, for me, I would for sure have him go talk to somebody, because that's
not normal.
Not normal, or maybe he's gone through something like this in childhood, during his childhood, that he needs to go back through and kind of, maybe he's confused with himself at the moment, so maybe have him go talk to somebody, because It's too much.
Yeah.
Because I'm a little sussed out because it sounds like something happened to him.
Yeah, like how you said, it could be something from in childhood, and it's coming back.
Yeah, it's coming back through
I mean, like,
nightmares.
yeah, like
it's pretty bad.
Things that happens, like, you blur things out of your life sometimes when you're so young because it's so traumatic. So maybe it could possibly be something like that. Just saying, it might not be, but like you can help him, like, try to figure out. But there's so much that you can do. But yeah, I get a sleep study.
So hypothetically, what if your man is sleeping and he just said, "Unalive yourself"? What would you do?
I look at you and be like, huh? I would, knowing me, I would ask Robert, what do you mean? What are you talking about?
I'd be like, not unless I unalive you first.
But if it's something like continuous, then that's when I'm like, dude, you've been saying this at night. Like, what's going on?
No, and I'm like comfortable in my relationship enough to be like, you need to go see someone because I'm getting uncomfortable with this too.
Yeah.
Get
him checked.
Yeah. It sounds like he needs help. Yeah. It's something internal for sure.
And if it seems like it's been going on for a while too. Yeah. So yeah, definitely.
This one says, do toxic traits / habits go away when you're with the right person? I, 25 female, have been in a relationship with this guy, 25 male, that I love for almost 2 years. We are very compatible and he is the perfect guy. The only thing is that I'm sort of toxic. I will maybe once a week start an argument over something super small that will get bigger because of my need to be heard and be right. Essentially, I will continue arguing about the thing I was upset over until I know for a fact that my boyfriend understands where I'm coming from and what I'm upset over. I think this response is irrational, and we both usually end up apologizing to each other, me for overreacting and him for what I was upset about. It may be important to note that we are long distance during the week, and usually this occurs over FaceTime. I recently started therapy because I regret the way that I will act in our relationship, and I don't want to keep being like this or hurt him. A lot of the way I act stems from my childhood, which was toxic and not communicated. My parents did not have a healthy relationship, and I've been hurt by both of them individually. I know that I have a lot of things to unlearn. Regardless, I'm still sometimes will have the thought that I am like this in my relationship because I am not with the right person. And if I were with the right person, I wouldn't act this way. I am really curious to hear what people who had or have toxic habits in a relationship, whether this has changed based on who you are, who you were in a relationship with, or whether this really is based on working on myself and my trauma. Thank you. That's like every girl in a relationship, though. Well, just the lighter part of this. Because for me, too, like, me and Shane, we could be going so good for a couple weeks. And then all of a sudden, I'm just like, I got to cause a problem. There's got to be a problem because I'm dramatic like that. I need to be reassured that he loves me, right? Ew, maybe I have problems myself.
No, it's okay.
You too?
I'm like that too.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll be like, Robert, so why do you love me?
Exactly.
Why are you still with me?
Yeah.
Randomly. But at the same time, I think it's because like we need that reassurance sometimes.
Yeah.
That's also why. Because you're with each other for so long that you don't ever communicate about these things that much. Because you automatically think like, oh, it's a normal thing. You should automatically think that. But then after a while, you kind of go like,
yeah,
you're like
crazy.
Oh, huh? maybe he doesn't, or
Me too. I asked Chang, I'm like, give me 5 reasons why you love me.
Yeah, girl, randomly.
And he'll be like, 5? And I'm like, yeah, is that so hard to list? And then, like, he'll name something stupid, like, oh, I think you're beautiful. And I'm like, I need you to say something, like, more,
like dig deeper into it.
Yeah, like, say you love the way I fold laundry or something. I don't know. like, don't just say that. Or, oh, I think you're, like, the smartest girl. He never says smart. So I'm like.
He doesn't?
No. Yeah. But what was I saying? Yeah, do I think it matters if you're with the right person or not? I think just looking at your past relationships too, if that helps, looking back and thinking like, oh, are these like the same issues I'm having again? Like where it's just my insecurities or if I'm feeling bored or, something is affecting me, why I'm feeling this way. Because I was talking with a coworker with this where I think it all comes with self-awareness. You have to be self-aware of like when you start acting that way and why. So just to kind of pinpoint your triggers, like, when you get mad at something, and just take a step back and be like, okay, why was I mad, and why am I so mad? Because sometimes it's just something small, but you blow up, right? And you make it a whole big thing out of proportion. And like with Chang, he doesn't put his clothes away. I'll have this whole rant and be like, he hasn't put his clothes away, blah blah blah. But honestly, it's just because I didn't have time to like do laundry that day, so I'm like backed up. And since he's not doing his part, now I'm back. I'm mad with myself, not mad with him. But then I kind of give my anger to him too. Yeah. So it's just being self-aware and finding why you're getting all these feelings and stuff, and if you should overreact with them and all that.
I mean, I feel like, yeah, no way, it should go away. Like, it shouldn't be as bad. Because, I mean, everybody probably has some type of toxic trait in them, you know, even when you're with the right person. But, like you said, it's just being self-aware.
I feel like this is the right relationship because you're already taking those steps of going to see someone and to figure out what, you know, trauma you've been through. And you just have to trust the process, and hopefully you can heal from it.
Hey, Robert, am I toxic?
In your own way.
See? All right. Last story for this episode. It says, how do I feel less ugly?
Good question.
Yeah. I just feel so gross and ugly all the time. I genuinely look like a freak. All my friends are so gorgeous. I feel out of place whenever I'm with them. Whenever someone insults me, they go for my looks. And when I have my depreciating jokes about how ugly I am, I just make others uncomfortable rather than make them laugh. I know I'm
deprecating.
Deprecating jokes. Okay. I know I'm ugly and that won't change, but how can I stop it in myself? Let's read one of the comments. This was like 5 hours ago too, so this one says, beauty differs from what people perceive. I have attraction to imperfections most find ugly, but that's just me admiring someone's natural beauty and unique features. It's what makes them different and stand out. Normal is boring. Finding a way of you can use your characteristic and learn to love and flaunt them. People admire you for that, as it's confident and confidence is attractive. So just being your unusual self with no F's given will draw up more people to give you and respect and find you more appealing. Good luck. You're beautiful because you are you and no one else can judge you but yourself.
No, don't say you're ugly. That's so sad. I think you're very beautiful no matter what you look like. And just like that first comment said, you just have to find what's beautiful to you. All those things that you hate about yourself makes you different. Like for me, I hate my thighs, but then I love them too. Or like I hate my moles, but then they make me different. So then you just kind of have to learn to live with them and to love them, because that's the only way you'll love yourself.
Yeah, no, it's true.
And don't make jokes about yourself. Like that's so.
It's a downer.
Yeah, don't make people uncomfortable. Just make them laugh around you. They'll want to be around you if you have good energy, and they're going to find you attractive if you have that good energy.
I bet you're probably not ugly. It's just the self-esteem, you know. But don't put yourself down, because the more you put yourself down, the more you're gonna see that you're ugly. So start, you know, like how I think about it. You look in the mirror in the morning every day and tell yourself, like, you know, you're beautiful, or you pick out things that you love and like about yourself, rather than point out all these flaws you see of yourself. No, like start thinking positive about how you look instead of just being a downer about it.
You look beautiful, Nancy.
Oh, thank you.
Have you tried like dressing up or changing up your look a little bit, is what I'm wondering.
Yeah, because sometimes that does help.
I think that helps too. At least try, you know. We all go through the phase of trying to figure out how to look pretty, what looks best on us. You should see me when I was like 12. Thin eyebrows and a green neon shirt on with like jeans on. Like, yeah, it's a whole mess.
It's hard too because original poster doesn't say like how old they are too.
Yeah.
So I mean,
I think she's young though. I would feel like.
Yeah, I would feel like he is younger. don't let anybody like insult you too though. Like
that's not your friend.
Yeah.
How do you feel less ugly, Nancy?
I get dolled up.
Yeah, that helps.
I feel like it helps a lot. Mm-hmm. Like, because every day, like, of course you don't want to wear makeup every day, but then you have the days where you're just like, I'm gonna look ugly today, but you still have to be okay with it. So when I feel ugly and I'm just like, I don't like it today, I'm like, I'm gonna put a little bit of makeup on, I'm gonna dress up, make myself feel good about myself, even though like there are parts of me that's like, I don't like this, I don't like that, but do I point them out? No. I'm just like, whatever. I think it's really just stop putting yourself down, think positive.
Yeah, or just find things that make you feel pretty.
Do things that makes you feel pretty.
Because if you're with your friends and you don't feel pretty, I feel like, I don't know, those aren't your friends. Because if they're not boosting you up all the time, being like, no, you're beautiful too, like, don't hate yourself and all that, then yeah, they're good friends. But if you're feeling like you're ugly around them all the time, then that's not the kind of energy that you should be around either.
No, it's true.
Because I'm so on like energy. If something feels off, I'm like, yeah, no, I'm out. So.
No, it's true.
These were the Reddit stories that we read.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in today. Hope you guys enjoyed the stories. Comment below what you guys think. And yeah. Follow us on all social medias. This is Sincerely Bestie. Bye.